Hello and welcome to a brand new series on the channel, The Secret Lake Chronicles. You join myself and Mark on this most beautiful and private of locations with its stunning views, crystal clear water, thick marginal weed and deep channels. We began by introducing a few bits of particle onto the spot, just off the edge of the margin, hoping to entice a few of its residents to dine. We sat back, put the kettle on, and it didn't take too long for the first rod to scream off. So, the left hand rod just pulled off and playing the first carp of this adventure. Really weedy margin, so might be a case of having to get in. It is quite a steep drop off, so don't want to go too far out. It's moving into that weed now. Be a case of trying to keep the pressure on. It does feel a nice fish. Over that bed of particle that we'll have a talk about in a minute, that Mark's come up with for this venue, and then we'll have a talk with Mark about the reasons why he's come up with it. The first carp of this new adventure in the net. Great stuff. Just put the rod back out. I'm waiting to do some pictures with that first carp, and it's screamed off again, and this one is out into the left hand side. I'm gonna try to move a bit down the bank with this one to get it away from me, and that should clear some of the weed out. Literally put about 4 pouches of particle over the spot. And there we go. Right, so as you've just seen there, the rod's ripped off again. And there's the first carp, £15 exactly, and a lovely, feisty common carp. A lovely fish, and what a fight this one put up. As I say, there's another one resting in the margin, so we'll take a quick look at that one, because that's also a beauty as well. Right, so second fish of the day, just over £15, a proper chunky mirror carp. It's got some lovely markings, little starbursts on its tail here, and one scale on this side, but a lovely start to the session. Let's just hold him up one last time for the camera. A lovely fish. Let's get it straight back. Go back.
So my first run on this new lake. Bit touch and go here because there's a lot of weed close in, so we just have to be a little bit mindful of that. It's just on the baited spot that we've been putting the particle on, trickling it in. Nice little common, nice one to kick us off. There we go, he's in the net.
Literally minutes after I put that fish back, Mark's put the brew on and his rod's screamed off with this lovely common. It's a lovely fish, Mark. Look at the colours on it. Like all commons, the quite loads on the bank. That's a nice start to the campaign, Mark. And there we go. Third fish in the campaign. A great start to that first session.
Second fish, right hand rod. Got me in a bit of weed here, so I'm going to have to play a bit cautiously. But it's absolutely tore off. Feels like a bit of a better fish this actually. It feels like a decent stamp. Another common. So out with the weed now. Danny's going in with the net. There you can see fish getting landed. Job done.
Well, stunning common. Absolutely beautiful colours. Danny spoke about the particle. This has come off both the rods. Well, I've had two on, one on each rod, both on the baited area. Particle. We'll have a look at the particle in a minute. We'll tell you what's in it and why we've created it.
Right, so as Mark's just said, it's been a manic hour, hasn't it? Been absolutely manic. The fourth fish of the session on this new lake. Going back, he's had a good rest, and we're both agreed that is an absolutely stunning fish, isn't it, Mark?
Beautiful fish, that one. Lovely colours.
And in this clear water, don't they look beautiful in the water? Back it goes. Absolutely fantastic.
As you can see, and you have seen, it's been a manic couple of hours. All four rods have been over the particle and they've all gone off. So that's worked. In the mix, it's a custom mix that we've prepared specifically for this, and it's yellow maize, red maize, maples and tigers, bigger components, and I've boosted it up with chili. Like I say, it's a new lake, we don't know what's working, but in a minute it's working. We'll go in a bit more detail later on. It's not going to be our last session on here. We're going to try and get a good few sessions in while we've got the opportunity to fish these type of lakes, and we'll explain a bit more about it further
So
down.
tactics for the session, with it being only a day session, we didn't really want to go casting a marker float round, so been feeding particle in line with that tree there that you can see, just literally about 10 yards past the weed. The shelf goes out to, then drops off, and then another rod just down the margin, again on the outside of the weed, and both fed with particle, and Mark's doing exactly the same thing, feeding out in front of him and one to his right. So the weather's turned and we've got a downpour, which on a first session really isn't too bad, I don't think. You know, it gets you to show how the lake reacts to different conditions, and having them early fish, you can really just settle down now and relax and chill out. And like with the piking, that is what I enjoy the most about this type of fishing. And there we go, bang on midday, the 5th fish of the session, £10 exactly, and another feisty common carp. This one's come off the rod, baited out in front of me, and we were just having a brew, as you've seen on camera, and it absolutely tore off. Another lovely common carp. Let's get it straight back.
Go. Fish number 3 for me. 6 of the session. All coming off the baited spots of the particle. So it's working. Not the biggest in the lake, I suppose, but we're wading through them. I'm sure we'll get to the bigger girls soon. It is what it is. Nice start to an unknown lake.
So as you saw there, the rod absolutely tore off, and this £11 common, the reward. And if it's the last fish of the session, what a lovely way to end a fantastic day on the bank. As always, with amazing company with Mark, always a great session. So if it is the last fish of the session, I wish you all tight lines in your own fishing, and I'll see you all in the next episode of the Secret Lake Chronicles. Tight lines. As with all good blogs, we said that was going to be the end, and Mark's rod, all the gears packed down, has just melted off. As has all the ones on the video today. They've all been screaming runs. And there we go. We said the last one was the end, but look at that for a lovely bar of gold in the sun to end the blog. 8 carp, 4 apiece, and a nice £12 carp to end.
Beautiful.
Happy days. See you all next time.